give a step-by-step account for someone who wants to use Tantra practice to give up smoking, for instance? What would be the steps if someone was following that practice?
Well, that is a very good question. First of all, you have to understand that if you have a habit, like for example, is smoking for many, many years, it's indeed very difficult to stop, because you know the whole of your system, your body, your mind has imbibed that that desire, that taste of smoking. So it's very difficult to tell a person just to stop smoking like this. But I know and understand that nowadays we have many therapies, you know, for example, you can the patches that you can put to stop smoking, or we have an alternative smoking device like the electronic cigarette. But Tantra says that go on smoking. That could seem a bit strange, because otherwise a religious person or a master will tell you, no, you have to stop smoking, because smoking can damage your health. But Tantra says keep on smoking, because if you have been smoking for say 20 or 30 years, if I tell you to stop smoking, that won't help you and you won't even listen. So you will turn your back and you will try to find some way which is very easy, you know, like for example taking a pills, going to a doctor. But Tantra teaches you the most natural method. Tantra says you've been smoking, keep on smoking, but take every step with full awareness. For example, Osho said, you want to smoke? Okay, you have a habit, you are addicted to smoking. Every step that will bring the cigarette to your mouth, take it with full awareness. He said, take the packet of cigarette with full awareness. He said, why worry? You love smoking, you like smoking, don't feel, guilty. Don't feel any guilt. You just take the packet of cigarette, take the cigarette, bring it to your lips with full awareness, enjoy it, because you like smoking, so do it. But he said, do it with full awareness. The key word here is awareness, you know. And he said, take every puff with full awareness. Enjoy it. If you do that with full intensity, but with the intention, with the real desire to stop smoking, knowing very well that smoking is damaging your health and it can lead to death, to cancer and so many other diseases, then only, he says, one day you don't leave smoking, the cigarette follows from your hand. Now that could seem a bit funny and very simple, but that is the way of Tantra. Now why people could find it difficult, and most people do find it difficult, because we've gone very far away from even the natural. And to practice Tantra, you have to be natural. Now, for example, you want to transform anger. Your anger should be natural, it should be here. If you don't have natural anger, how are you going to transform it? Because Tantra is a science, and it is for the natural, for a natural style of living. Then only you can bring awareness into that. If you don't have even the natural style of living, if you are not an authentic human being, then Tantra could be difficult. First of all, and in fact any branch of spirituality will say this, you have to be first natural. Be natural, then accept yourself fully, leave your natural, leave your wild nature. From there, you can transcend. So first of all, you have to be as you are. That's why Jesus said, come to me like a small child, as you are. A small child is natural, he's ignorant, he's innocent. But then add awareness to it. The key is awareness, because you know, the science of spirituality says that all our natural traits, whether you call it negative or positive, they are like a seed. And just like as a seed has the possibility of growing into a plant and then later on give up flowers and bloom, similarly we human beings, we are like a seed. And the seed, if you add awareness to it, it can grow, become a big plant, give shade, but most importantly flower and then fragrance. So that is very important. Our lower nature, our negative, I'm just calling it negative just for the purpose of explanation, our negative traits can be taken like fuel, you know, or like an object. And consciousness is like a fire. So when fuel and fire comes together, the fire becomes bigger. If I pour fuel into a fire which is already lit, the fire will grow. So similarly, our consciousness is like a fire, our traits is like, fuel. So both have to come together. That's why in whatever action you do, whatever be the activities, whether it is anger, whether you are walking, you are jogging, anything that you do, if you can only bring awareness to it, it will become a push. It will push you higher, which means that your consciousness will expand. You will move from a lower level of consciousness to a higher level of consciousness. And that is the whole purpose of human existence. That is the purpose for which we were given a physical body. That is the purpose for which we were given a life. To move from the natural and to reach the supernatural.